Okay, now I've been at work tonight doing some data entry from the World Health Organization situation reports. They're quite easy to find. You just put in coronavirus situation reports into Google and you get this. You get the various situation reports which are for each day. We're on number 22 right now. You're either going to get, actually, depending on which one of these you choose, you're going to get the main coronavirus page on the WHO, okay? And you just go down here and there's various things, travel advice and technical guidance and stuff like that. And you go to situation reports, or you go straight to the link on one of those other Google links, this one, and you will get this page. Okay, you'll get this page here. And it says situation report 22, 21, 20. Okay, these go back to January the 21st. And they're basically for the previous day. Okay, so that gives you the situation up to January the 20th. But it's a January 21st report. And if you go on these, and it goes up to today. Okay, situation report 22 is for today. Which, well, it's for yesterday actually, for the 11th of February. No, it's for today. Today is the 11th of February, okay? So, but it will give you all the data up to the 10th of February, okay? And if you look at these, they're a little bit different. I've opened some of them here on these tabs, okay? They're all PDF files. And it just basically gives you some prose. Originally it gave you some prose telling you what was going on, mostly in China, of course. And how many cases? There were 282 cases on the 21st of January. Okay, 282 cases. Just a handful outside of China, most of them inside of China, by far the majority of them inside of China. Says he trying to zoom in his camera. Okay, there we go. Most of them were in Hubei province. Hubei province is where Wuhan city is, so presumably most of these cases were in Wuhan itself. 60 new confirmed cases, including 3 deaths. Okay, let's go a bit further on to report number 12. And we've got a much more sophisticated report. You've got something at the top, tells you there are far more cases, 11,953, that's pretty scary, isn't it? 11 days after the previous report, you've gone from 282 to nearly 12,000. Tells you the global cases, the Chinese cases, the severe cases, the deaths, and it tells you how many new ones there are since the previous day. So since report 11, okay, and this is the 1st of February, okay, so since the 31st of January there were 2,100 new cases in that 24 hours, giving you a total of 11,953. And you can see actually that was a rate of getting on for 20%, 2,000 new cases. Okay, that went from about 9,000 something to 11,000 something. And the vast majority of these are in China. Okay, so 99% of them are in China. You can see there's only 132 cases only, in air quotes, outside of China, which is about just over 1%. Okay, it had already spread to 23 countries. There were 4 new countries, 26 new cases outside of China in that day, which would have been basically the 31st of January. So you got this, okay, the risk assessment very high, obviously, for China, and high for everywhere else. And then you get this map, you get the world map with the blobs, and the blobs inside China, which are obviously much bigger than the blobs everywhere else, okay. And then you get some technical stuff, and then actually there was a study on this particular one, which I will talk about in another video actually, showing how concentrated the new cases were in Hubei province, which is Wuhan, compared to the rest of China. And actually between the 26th of January and the 1st of February, apart from this data point, it went from 47% to 64%. There was a bigger proportion of new cases from Wuhan area than there was from all the other cities in China put together. And then you got, actually, from this report onwards, from the 1st of February onwards, it gives you a breakdown of the different cities in China, or the different regions, okay. You got Hubei, which is Wuhan, and the next one is Zhejiang, and then Guangdong. And you got about 600 cases in Zhejiang and about 7,000 in Hubei, okay, which is about 12 times as many. It goes down, you've got Beijing here, and you've got various others. I think I've probably, no I haven't, there's Beijing, 156 cases, Shanghai, 153 cases. So it gives you a nice breakdown, and it also gives you a breakdown of the different countries, okay. So you get to the different countries here: China, Japan, Republic of Korea. There are only 3 or 4 countries in the early reports, but of course the number of countries is increasing, and you're seeing a dozen cases here, a dozen cases there, a few in the United States, 2 in the United Kingdom. Total number of cases 11,953, and you get a few notes, okay, and then a few other technical things in these reports,